Hey everyone, welcome back to another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about something I think a lot of people are interested in, and that's making more money without working more hours. So
It's the dream, right?
that feeling of I'm putting in the time, but the bank account's not really showing it, or maybe you're just looking to build a little more financial cushion without burning out.
Right.
And that's where passive income comes in.
Ooh, passive income.
Yeah, have you heard of that before?
Yes.
Okay, so passive income is all about finding ways to make money even when you're not actively working.
Right.
It's not about getting something for nothing, though.
No.
There's usually effort up front.
Yeah, you got to put in the work.
But the idea is to build systems that eventually generate income with minimal maintenance.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, think of it like planting a money tree, so to speak.
I like that.
You put in the work to get it going, but then you can sit back and enjoy the fruits, or in this case, the dollars of your labor.
Dollars, yes.
Yeah. So where do we start with this passive income journey?
Well,
I think a classic example is real estate.
okay.
That can be a great way to generate passive income. And the rise of platforms like Airbnb has really opened up opportunities.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyone to become a real estate entrepreneur in a way.
Anyone can do it these days.
Yeah. So imagine owning a condo in a bustling city like Toronto
Okay.
and renting it out on Airbnb. Even a modest 2-bedroom condo in a prime location could potentially bring in upwards of $4,000 a month.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's not just about those short-term rentals either.
Right.
Long-term rentals in high-demand areas in the U.S. cities like Miami or Austin can also provide a really consistent stream of passive income.
Yeah, definitely. And have you ever heard of house hacking?
Oh, yeah.
That's where you basically buy a multi-unit property, live in one unit, and rent out the others to cover your mortgage.
Yeah.
And maybe even generate some extra cash flow.
It's a great option, especially for someone just starting out.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned Dubai earlier. I'm really interested in learning more about the tax benefits for real estate investors there.
Oh, Dubai's real estate market is fascinating.
Yeah.
From what I've read, it offers tax-free rental income, which is a huge draw
Wow.
for investors. Plus, Dubai has a high return on investment for apartments, particularly in areas like downtown Dubai or Dubai Marina.
That's incredible. Are there any restrictions for international investors, though? Like any legal complexities someone should be aware of before diving in?
That's a great question, and it's one that any potential investor should definitely research thoroughly. From what I understand, Dubai has a pretty straightforward process for foreign ownership of property. But like with any real estate investment, due diligence is key.
Right.
You would want to consult with legal and financial professionals who are knowledgeable about Dubai's real estate laws and regulations.
Absolutely. Make sure you do your homework.
Yeah, but going back to the idea of passive income through real estate, what about the logistics of managing properties?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not living in the same city or even the same country.
Right. That seems like a lot to handle.
Well, that's where technology comes in. Platforms like Airbnb, Vrbo, and Booking.com have really streamlined the process.
Okay.
You can list your property-managed bookings, communicate with guests, and even handle payments all online.
Wow. So convenient.
There are also property management companies that can handle the day-to-day operations for a fee, giving you a truly hands-off experience.
So you're essentially leveraging technology and potentially even outsourcing some tasks to create a truly passive income stream from your real estate investments. It seems like there's a lot of potential there.
Definitely. It's not without its challenges, of course.
Sure.
You have to research the market, find the right property, make sure it's well-maintained, and navigate any legal or regulatory hurdles.
Right.
But with careful planning and execution, real estate can be a powerful way to generate passive income.
Okay.
Hey, back in Canada, we even have some government incentives that can help first-time home buyers get into the market.
Oh.
It's called the First-Time Home Buyer Incentive, and it could potentially make it a bit easier to get started with rental income.
Interesting how governments are recognizing the need for affordable housing and finding ways to support people who want to invest in real estate.
Right.
But real estate isn't the only game in town when it comes to passive income. What about leveraging skills and knowledge to create income?
You're absolutely right. Let's move on to the exciting world of digital products and online businesses.
Okay.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. Think about it. You have a skill, a talent, or a body of knowledge that other people are willing to pay for. You could package that into a digital product and sell it online, creating a passive income stream that can reach a global audience.
I love that idea. It's like turning your expertise into a money-making asset.
Exactly.
Can you give us some specific examples of digital products that people are successfully selling online?
Oh, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
I read about this fitness coach in Toronto who created a simple meal planning guide and started selling it on Etsy for $20. Guess what?
Where?
She's now making over $10,000 a month passively from that one digital product.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, talk about a side hustle success story.
Seriously. And it highlights the potential of even a simple, well-crafted digital product to generate significant income. What other types of digital products do you see gaining traction in the online marketplace?
Well, online courses are huge right now. Platforms like Skillshare, Udemy, and Teachable have made it super easy for anyone to create and sell online courses on just about any topic imaginable. You could teach anything from photography and graphic design to coding, marketing, or even yoga.
Wow.
And the beauty of online courses is that they're scalable. You create the course once, and then it can potentially sell thousands of times over, generating passive income for years to come.
That's the beauty of the digital age. You can create a product once and sell it repeatedly without having to reinvent the wheel every time.
Exactly. And it's not just limited to online courses. Ebooks are still popular, especially for nonfiction topics. You can self-publish them on platforms like Amazon Kindle or Gumroad and reach a massive audience.
I've seen some really creative digital products out there. People are selling stock photos and videos, printable planners and templates, and even mobile apps. It seems like the possibilities are endless.
They really are. And the best part is that you can start small and build your way up. You don't need a fancy website or a huge marketing budget to get started. You can leverage existing platforms like Etsy, Amazon, or even social media to reach your target audience.
That's empowering, especially for someone who might be feeling overwhelmed by the thought of starting an online business. You're saying that anyone with a valuable skill or knowledge base can potentially create and sell digital products online.
Absolutely. It's about identifying your niche, creating a high-quality product that solves a problem or fulfills a need, and then marketing it effectively. It does take effort and consistency, but the potential rewards are huge.
I'm curious, what about the global perspective? Are there any specific examples of digital products that are doing particularly well in certain regions of the world?
That's a great point. We've been talking a lot about North America,
Yeah.
but the digital product market is truly global. I've heard that online courses on real estate investment are booming in Dubai, for example. There's a huge demand for information and knowledge in that rapidly growing market.
Interesting.
And of course, anything related to travel, lifestyle, and luxury tends to do well in Dubai's online marketplace.
That makes sense. Dubai has a reputation for being a hub for entrepreneurship and innovation, so it's no surprise that digital products are thriving there. But let's shift gears a bit. What about people who aren't necessarily interested in creating and selling their own products? Are there ways to generate passive income through investments?
Absolutely. Not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur, and that's perfectly fine. There are plenty of passive income opportunities for those who prefer a more hands-off approach.
Okay.
Let's talk about dividend stocks and REITs.
Sounds good. Those are two areas I've been meaning to research more myself. I know the basic concepts, but would love to hear more about how they work in practice.
Okay, so dividend stocks first. These are stocks that pay you a portion of the company's profits simply for owning shares. It's like getting paid to be a part owner of a company.
Interesting.
Some well-known companies that pay dividends include Apple, Coca-Cola, TD Bank, RBC Tesla, and Microsoft.
So if you own shares in these companies, you'll receive regular payments based on their performance. That sounds pretty attractive, especially for someone looking for long-term, relatively passive income.
Yeah.
But how do REITs work? I know they're related to real estate, but I'm not entirely sure how they generate income for investors.
Good question. REITs, or real estate investment trusts, are companies that own and operate income-producing real estate. This could include anything from office buildings and shopping malls to apartment complexes and hotels. Instead of buying properties directly, you invest in shares of a REIT, and then the REIT distributes a portion of its rental income to shareholders as dividends.
So it's like investing in a basket of real estate properties without the hassle of managing them yourself. Are there any specific REITs that you think are worth considering?
There are so many REITs out there.
Yeah, I bet.
It can be overwhelming. It really depends on your investment goals and risk tolerance. In the U.S., Realty Income and Vanguard's VNQ ETF are popular choices.
And how about REITs or similar investment options in Canada or Dubai?
Of course. In Canada, REITs that focus on specific sectors like residential or commercial real estate can offer good opportunities. Plus, there are always options to invest in international real estate funds that diversify your portfolio. And in Dubai, you have real estate investment trusts that are Sharia compliant, catering to Islamic investors. There's a lot to explore.
Wow. It sounds like you've got a lot of options when it comes to real estate investments, whether you're looking at direct ownership REITs or even international opportunities. It's fascinating how diverse the real estate market is and how many different ways there are to potentially generate passive income from it.
It really does seem like there's no shortage of options
Yeah.
when it comes to real estate and passive income.
But it's important to stay informed about the regulatory landscape, too.
Right.
Things can change pretty quickly, especially when it comes to finance.
Oh, for sure. Remember when we talked about the SEC cracking down on crypto staking income in the U.S.?
Yeah.
That's a prime example of why it's so important to do your research and stay updated on those regulations. And, of course, consult with financial professionals when necessary.
Yeah. Always good to get expert advice. But, hey, let's move on to a topic that might be a little more exciting for some folks, content creation.
All right, now we're talking.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite passive income streams because it combines creativity, passion, and the potential to earn money doing something you love.
I can see why that's appealing.
Yeah, you could be a travel vlogger showcasing the beauty of Canada's national parks like Banff and Whistler, or a food blogger sharing your favorite recipes from around the world.
It's amazing how many people are building successful businesses like that just by sharing their knowledge, experiences, and passions online. But how exactly does one monetize content? I mean, there's so much free content available on the internet.
Right.
What makes people willing to pay for certain types of content?
Well, it's all about providing value, building an audience, and finding creative ways to monetize your content. Think about it. You're a talented photographer with a stunning portfolio of travel photos.
Well,
You could sell those photos as stock images on platforms like Shutterstock or Adobe Stock, earning royalties every time someone licenses your work. Or maybe you're a skilled writer with a knack for storytelling. You could create an ebook or a series of online articles that offer valuable insights or tips and sell them directly to your audience.
so you're essentially leveraging your creative skills and knowledge to create products that people are willing to pay for. It's like turning your passion into a tangible asset.
Exactly. And there are so many different ways to monetize content these days. You mentioned travel vlogging earlier. Imagine you're creating beautiful videos of your adventures in Canada's national parks. You share those videos on YouTube, and as your audience grows, you start earning money through advertising revenue.
So you're building a platform and attracting an audience that advertisers are willing to pay to reach. It's like creating your own media channel.
Pretty much. And it's not just limited to YouTube. Podcasters are earning money through sponsorships and listener donations. Lifestyle influencers are securing lucrative deals with brands that want to tap into their engaged audience.
Wow.
I even read about a podcaster in New York who's making a full-time income from sponsorships alone.
That's amazing. It seems like there's a lot of potential for content creators to earn a sustainable income, especially as more and more people consume content online. But it's not just about creating great content, is it? You also need to know how to market yourself and build an audience.
That's a crucial part. Building an audience takes time, effort, and consistency. You need to create content that resonates with your target audience, engage with your followers, and promote your work across different platforms.
So it's not just about being creative, it's also about being strategic and understanding the business side of content creation.
Yeah. You need to think like an entrepreneur. You're essentially building a brand, a business around your content.
What about the international perspective? Are there any regions or countries that are particularly supportive of content creators?
Oh, definitely. Dubai comes to mind. They have a government initiative called Entrepreneurial Nation 2.0 that's specifically designed to support digital businesses, including content creators.
Interesting.
They offer resources, funding opportunities, and even visa programs for entrepreneurs who want to set up shop in Dubai.
That's impressive. It shows a real commitment to fostering entrepreneurship and innovation in the digital space.
And it's not just Dubai. Governments around the world are starting to recognize the economic potential of the creator economy. It's an exciting time to be a content creator.
It really is. It sounds like we've covered a lot of ground today, from real estate investments to digital products and content creation. It's amazing how many different paths there are to generating passive income.
You know, it strikes me that there's a common thread running through all of these strategies. Leverage.
Leverage.
Yeah, leverage. It's about finding ways to multiply your efforts without necessarily working more hours.
Oh, I like how you put that. It's about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Whether you're leveraging your time by creating a digital product that can be sold repeatedly, leveraging automation to manage your rental properties or investments, or leveraging your financial resources to invest in dividend stocks or REITs, it's all about making your efforts go further.
And it's about finding the right approach for your individual strengths, interests, and resources. Some people thrive on the creative energy of content creation, while others prefer the more analytical and data-driven world of investments.
And some people, like those house hackers we talked about earlier, find creative ways to combine different strategies to achieve their passive income goals.
Yeah, it really does feel like there's a passive income strategy out there for everyone.
Yeah.
No matter what your interests or skills are, maybe you're passionate about teaching and could create an online course.
Right.
Or perhaps you have a knack for photography and could sell stock photos. The possibilities really are endless.
And the beauty of passive income is that it can provide you with the freedom and flexibility to pursue those passions even more. It's not just about the money, it's about creating a life where you have more control over your time, your energy, and your future. Imagine having the financial resources to travel the world, spend more time with loved ones, or finally pursue that passion project you've always dreamed of.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people think passive income is all about getting rich quickly and effortlessly. But from what we've discussed today, it seems like it's more about building long-term financial stability and creating a life that aligns with your values and goals. Absolutely. It's about planting those seeds, nurturing them, and watching them grow over time. It takes effort, patience, and a willingness to learn and adapt along the way. But the rewards can be truly transformative, both financially and personally.
So if you're listening to this and feeling inspired to explore the world of passive income, where do you even begin? There's so many options, it can be overwhelming.
Well, I think the first step is to identify your strengths, interests, and resources.
Yeah.
What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? What kind of time and financial resources do you have available?
Those are all great starting points, and I think it's important to be realistic about your goals and expectations.
Right.
Passive income isn't a magic bullet. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to experiment and learn from your mistakes.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to start small. You don't have to go all in right away. You can test the waters, see what works for you, and gradually build up your passive income streams over time.
You know, thinking back on all the strategies we've discussed today, real estate, digital products, dividend stocks, content creation, if you could choose just one of these to focus on, which one would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a great question to ponder. It really forces you to consider your own priorities and preferences. Would you be drawn to the tangible world of real estate where you can see and touch your investments and create comfortable and inviting spaces for others to enjoy? Or would you prefer the digital realm where you can leverage your knowledge and creativity to create products that reach a global audience?
Maybe you're more interested in the potential for long-term growth and compounding returns that come with dividend stocks and REITs. Or perhaps you're drawn to the dynamic and ever-evolving world of content creation where you can connect with others, share your passions, and build a loyal following.
There's no right or wrong answer, of course. It's all about finding the path that aligns with your unique skills, interests, and goals.
And remember, you don't have to go it alone on this journey. There are countless resources available to support you, from online communities and forums to courses and mentorship programs.
So if you're feeling inspired to explore the world of passive income, take that first step. Do your research experiment, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way.
We've given you a taste of the possibilities today, but now it's up to you to create your own passive income success story.
And remember, the most important investment you can make is in yourself and your own knowledge and skills.
Well said. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the world of passive income. We hope you found it informative and inspiring.
And we encourage you to continue exploring, experimenting, and taking action towards creating a life with more financial freedom and flexibility.
Until next time, keep diving deep.